welcome, my name is Oli and today we will check this, the Pulsar X2 Super Clear Edition. I will not make a detailed review about it, at the end it's still a X2 which I already reviewed last year, but we will instead check the differences between the original X2 and see the evolution of the X2 1 year after the release, and so maybe we can also predict how the X2 next year or in 2 years will looks like. So first let's travel back in July-August 2022 where Pulsar released the X2, the first ambidextrous mouse. At this time Pulsar was famous for the XLite V2, the first gaming mouse, and this one was an ergonomic mouse, a bit unconventional for a first gaming mouse, but here we see how unconventional Pulsar from the start was. Just keep this in mind for after in the video, it will help to predict the future mice. So after the XLite, Pulsar announced in 2022 the X2, the first ambidextrous mouse with back then pretty great specs like 3395 sensor, lightweight and good battery life, and the shape available in 2 sizes, and the whole package for less than €100 or dollars. So very competitive and everything to satisfy a lot of players. At the start the X2 was very popular, but also get a lot of critics for their QC, especially for their main clicks. After that, it was a bit quiet around Pulsar. They released some new colors and the Founder Edition, but without big improvement. At the end of 2022, Pulsar announced the impressive lineup of gaming mice like the XLite V3, new X2H and X2 4K eSport Edition with optical switches, so the answer of what the community was complaining. The first attempt to optimize the switches was the Bruce Lee Edition, where they make a big step by integrating optical switches in the X2. For me, this Bruce Lee Edition is kind of a prototype, very creative, but the execution is unfinished. Then the upcoming Special Edition Boardsy, Random Frank P and Covax all came with the Yuano Blue pink dot switches, to especially improve the clicks feeling on the X2, which has been approved by the community. And exactly these Yuano Blue dot pink switches can be found in this X2 Super Clear Edition. So let's take a closer look to this X2 Super Clear Edition. Besides the new switches, Pulsar chose here also to change the material of their body to give it a transparent look. Something not common for gaming, however this has already existed in the past. Not only Game Boy, but the XM1R or SteelSeries Aerox 3 Ghost Edition has kind of this transparent body, but more to let the RGB shine through. This transparent body looks very good. You can see a lot of the inside, but it has kind of a frosty look, so not very visible. Comparing the Super Clear gaming mouse with the Pulsar first original X2 from the first batch, it's day and night. Not only the looks but also the quality build and feeling. The Super Clear feels more solid, better in the end. Of course the texture is different, I prefer the Super Clear texture. So we see the evolution from 2022 to 2023. Even if most of the new product is not released yet, the XLite V3 should be around the corner and the eSport Edition should come by the end of Q3 2023. But with all this information we can already try to imagine how the X2 in 2024 or 2025 could look like. Remember, at the beginning of this video I told you that Pulsar like to make unconventional choice, like to experiment in the mice for the upcoming product, try to have the last technology in the product and experiment the material of it. We see more and more LED display everywhere in our PC. It started with monitoring screen, then on the all-in-one cooler, motherboard, GPU, on the PC case, and soon even on the fence you will find LED display. On the peripheral side we have it more and more on the keyboard, and it started slowly to be the case on computer mice, like here on the dongle of the Vensa Gemini Pro. And Pulsar themselves announced the upcoming eSport mice with integrated screen on the bottom. So we could imagine that the next Pulsar X2 will also have a screen, with the clear body maybe directly on the top or side of the mouse. So with all this information we could imagine that the upcoming X2 will be called X3. We'll have at least 8000 Hz wireless polling rate, will be made in a low density material to reduce the weight below 50 grams. The coating will be improved. The shape could be the same than the X2, but they will release a larger version, so that we have in total 3 sizes in option. The X3 will have Pulsar own optical switches, we will have again several special editions and an eSport edition with an LED display on the top or side of the mouse. Maybe this one will have a transparent shell. So that is what I think could be the future of the X2. And you, what do you think? Am I completely wrong? What will the future X2 looks like? Please leave a comment below. So that is for today. If you like it, don't forget to drop a like and to sub to the channel. If you want more infos, you can also follow me on Twitter, where I post some news and what is coming next. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time. Bye bye.